What is good, y'all? It is Wolfie, and today we're back with another video. And before we get into it, I would really appreciate it if you guys drop a like and sub, and also join my Discord. The link is up on the screen right now. I did a poll on it, and people said they wanted it, so I made it. And with that being said, let's get straight into it. So as promised, I'm dropping my build. This is the main build that I'm running right now. It's a honey build. It's a honey regen build. I'll be putting up the relics and what I use for the bleed build that I used in my ganking videos, but I put this build a little bit in my ganking videos, and I'd say it's better, and I'll be talking about why. But for now, let's showcase why this build is better. So I'm running Honey Melt Enchant on my weapons, obviously, and I have Legendary on it just because of the extra 15% damage, which is pretty useful. And then I also have Old Band-Aid, Honey Jar, and Honey Stick Charm. So these are my stats right here. As you can see, I have 256 health, 12 regeneration, 40 physical armor, 25 pen, 18 magic, and 2.5 speed. Now to compare this with my friend, who is pretty much like, he's not fully maxed out running heavy armor. Obviously he could like run full heavy samurai and it'll be like a lot more armor, but I mean his relics like pretty much give the most armor, right? And these are his stats. So he has 53 armor. If he had the best armor, he'd probably be at 60, I'd say, maybe like 58 or 60, somewhere around that. But he has 8 pen, 29 magical armor, 3.5 pen, and 2.95 speed, and 251 HP. Now, if you do the math, right, I do more damage than him. Because let's say, or as of right now, but let's boost him up to 60, okay? So if we boost him up to 60 armor, what's 60 minus 25, right? Because I have 25 pen. He'll be at 35 armor. And what's 40 minus 8? That's 32. So there's a 3 armor difference, but the difference is, I have more regen than him. Obviously, right? He has no type of regeneration at all. He is faster than me, but I'm pretty sure that's because of Spartan armor. But then I have more HP than him as well, right? 256, and we're both orcs. Now, imagine if I was fighting somebody who wasn't an orc. He would have 30 less HP than me, or 20, sorry. He would have 20 less HP than me. And let's say he didn't have fully min-maxed armor. In this case, he isn't even fully min-maxed. So what's 53 minus 25? So what's 53 minus 25? That's 28. So in this case, right now, in a scenario where he isn't fully min-maxed, I'm doing more damage than him than he is doing to me because I have more pen and he has less pen, right? Again, my armor's full spiky. I think it's the best just because I get more pen. This build is pretty much like a mix of everything, okay? Now, let's get into the damage and showcasing my damage, okay? Or my regen, I should say. So, this is my in-combat regen. I'm just showing y'all right now because he has Gift of Sight. Alright, so this is my in-combat regen. As you can see, it's pretty good, right? This is without Radiance, by the way. No Radiance right now. And this is, I'm regenning pretty much like a percent every, I'd say 1.5 seconds or 2 seconds, a percent. Now, let me proc Honey. Okay, this is the best part. Let me combo myself a little bit more here. And I'm gonna proc Honey. As you can see, I am regenning a percent pretty much every second when I have Honey proc. Look at this. Look at that burst of healing. Look at that. So yeah, look at that burst of healing. I'm healing a percent pretty much every second, right? So it's very, very good in my opinion. And it's the reason why I run it. I personally, the reason why I don't run it over bleed, or the reason why I do run it over bleed, is because the healing is more consistent. Now you may say you can just run Gemstone with bleed and then you proc bleed a lot and then you heal a lot, but it's still a chance to proc. While this is more, I'm regenning all the time and I don't have to be near you to regen a decent amount. Like as you can see, I'm regenning a lot, right? Now I'm in combat though. But nothing too crazy. I mean, I can showcase the damage right here, right? He's at what? Let's just say full, or let's just say there. And this is one M1 string, or let's say I do a combo. Right, do a combo. That did what? From 90, let's say 95% or 90% to 78. So that's pretty good. The damage is okay. But the main thing is survivability, and the reason why I run this build is because I fight, or usually I fight multiple people, or it's good against multiple people or even numbers, obviously. I wouldn't say this build is too good in ones, because if you're against a ones build that can put a lot of pressure onto you, or has like poison or something, it's very bad because you're gonna get countered by it. But this build is definitely not good in ones. Like, I could lose to a much less skilled player in ones because this build really isn't made for it, in my opinion. Like, I fought some decent players, players who are better than me, and I've lost to them in ones because obviously, well, one, they're better than me, and two, I'm superhuman and this build is not suited for ones. So this build, in my opinion, is mainly suited for fighting multiple at once, or like real ganks, pretty much. So that's pretty much it for the honey build. Alright, so this is my bleed build that I used to run. It has a lot of pen, okay, by the way. I think I have around 36 pen, 34 pen on this. So it's pretty good. You obviously have, or 31 pen, my bad. You obviously have 6 less armor. Oh no, you have like, what's 6 plus 8? You have 14 less armor. But I mean, I think it's still pretty good because you get 31 pen, right? So the whole point of this build is, again, regen in combat, right? The whole, in my opinion, brawler, or superhuman I should say, is best accompanied by regen in combat, because your damage is already good enough, in my opinion, if you land your final M1, because your final M1 does a buttload of damage, and you really just need to sustain in combat. So again, relics, children's scalpel, applying bleed onto an opponent who is already bleeding will refresh it. Your final proc of bleed now counts as a physical damage and reapplies more bleed. And then, you know, you heal 1.5 every time you damage someone with bleed. So yeah, pretty good. As you can see, reapplies a lot of build and you get a really good amount of regen. Let me showcase the regen real quick. Alright, so I'm gonna test out this little regen in combat here. One more attack wouldn't hurt. Let's get rid of this poison, and as you can see, I'm not proccing bleed. So again, this is one of the problems. You have to proc your bleed to heal, and as you can see, healing a pretty decent amount. I think I healed. Let me go proc bleed again. All right. I think I healed around 4% from that. Try again. As you can see, very inconsistent in terms of proccing, which is why I didn't like it. But yeah, this is way more inconsistent in terms of healing. You can maybe replace one of these with gemstone, but I still prefer the honey. Because of the armor that I also get. But yeah, pretty quick video. I think that's pretty much it. If you did find this helpful, please consider leaving a like and subscribing, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.